whether it's up-to-the-minute breaking news, something that you just have to share, or a live broadcast from the heart of the action. Something that gives you a unique perspective. Videos that make you react. Whether it's short and snappy, or in-depth and detailed. You can always rely on us for news you can trust.
Hello, I'm Karen Giannoni. This is BBC World News. Our top stories. The Pentagon says North Korea has fired a ballistic missile it's thought to have landed in the sea between North Korea and Japan. Pakistan's Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif has resigned. It follows a Supreme Court ruling in a corruption case disqualifying him from office. German police say a man armed with a knife has attacked several people in a supermarket in the city of Hamburg. One person has been killed. And one of the smallest schools in Britain on the island of North Ronaldsay in Orkney has closed because its only pupil has left.
Well, hello, it's so good to see you here, to see you present at the class. Welcome to the class, and first of all, I would like you to introduce yourself and to say a couple of words about yourself. So, Yuri, maybe you will want to start.
Okay, hello, you here?
Yes, I can hear you fine.
Okay. Good. Okay. As for me, it's the second time I'm here, and
Okay.
What else should I tell?
Well, you will want to say a couple of words about your English, where you learned your English, what do you want to do with your English, anything you want which concerns the English language, like it can be your course books or textbooks, whatever you call them. You can speak about your grade in English and whatever, please.
Okay. This week I try to begin reading books in English, and I have to say that it was a really interesting experience. Because, in my opinion, it's a good way to learn new words and phrases.
Right.
And I also listen to different audio tasks on Russian national exams, all parts.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pleased with my level, but I think I can increase it, and I want to do it.
Okay, good. And the only thing which I also wanted to know from you is where are you from?
I'm from Dmitrov, Moscow region.
Okay, good, excellent. So we have another visitor, and you're very welcome. Will you please tell us your name?
Hello, my name is Veronica.
Okay, good. Veronica, good to see you here. You are very welcome. So, what can you tell us about yourself?
Well, next year I'm going to graduate from high school, and I also will be sitting my EG exam.
Okay.
So I want some practice.
Okay, good, excellent. Yeah. So, the usual question to you, to both of you, is what's new? I haven't seen Yuri for a week, and maybe something new happened, or you also watched in the very beginning of the latest news, world news from BBC, and you can tell us what you understood. We can discuss a little bit the latest world news also. But the most important question is what's new? Just tell us a little bit about that.
Nothing really interesting with me, but when I go to this conversation, I hear the world news, and yes, I am.
Hello. Okay. I wouldn't say that I can hear you. Something happened with your connection. Are you with us?
Yes.
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Beauty, you were saying. So please keep on talking.
As I understood, North Korea launched their missiles.
You're right.
And also in Pakistan, people went to demonstration or resign their president.
Okay, cool, very interesting. Veronica, how about you? What's new happened to you?
Well, I went to Sochi last week, and it was a very interesting trip. Also, I read one novel no, it wasn't a novel, it was a short story, but I really enjoyed it.
Okay, good. So, which city are you from?
I'm from St. Petersburg.
Oh, excellent. You are very welcome. So, Yuri, you also mentioned that you started a couple of books in English. Can we know the names of the books?
Yes, the Moby Dick. It's a novel. I have seen this story in the cinema, and now I decided to read.
But the book is very, very difficult. I would say, because I know this book, and also the book contains lots of technical terminology about biology, about animals, sea animals, and their body, their bones, and such. So maybe it won't be that easy for you to read, and at the same time, do not forget that this book is not very modern. It's just like, let's say, maybe around the 18th century or 19th century, so might be not that the language might not be very modern. Okay. Yeah. So any questions to discuss for today? As I can understand that you both want to get prepared for the Russian national exam, but I just Yuri, you remember that the previous class we just talked about the first certificate in English exam, FCE, and also one of the students sent me an email in which she asked me to talk today about the speaking part of the FCE exam. So probably a good idea will be to do this part, and it's pretty close to what you do in the Russian national exam you get, but at the same time there are some differences. Okay, so we will start. The usual start for this exam is with so-called general questions. I will ask you both some kind of general questions, and I would like you to answer to them. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So let's start then. Have you heard about any environmental problems in the news recently?
Yes, the flood.
Yeah, please. What was that?
It was the flood in England.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember all right, but it was a flood.
Flooding, right?
Yes, flooding.
Okay, good. So, how often does rubbish or garbage get collected in your neighborhood? Yuri?
Unfortunately, it's collected sometimes, so I think we have a big problem.
Okay, good. Then, do you think cars should be banned from city centers, Veronica?
Well, I think the city center is very busy and cars should be banned because there are a lot of pollution from them and they're very noisy.
Okay, good.
I don't like it.
Good, thank you. And Yuri, do you recycle? If so, what do you recycle?
I haven't got such experience, but maybe I should try.
But what are your ideas about which things you will be able to recycle?
I know that we can recycle a lot of different things like plastic, glass, and other materials.
Okay, good, interesting. Yeah, so some kind of a vocabulary here. Do you know how to say about the metal which we want to use over again? It's just I will write down the Russian term. Okay, oh my goodness, it's English. Sorry, excuse me. I didn't know that it's English. Okay. So, do you know the term?
No.
Yeah, it's just, you know, you come here to learn some new words, so it will be scrap metal. Scrap metal. Okay, so then, what's that?
Yeah.
I didn't hear you. I didn't hear what you said, but that's all right. Okay, so then the next thing which I want you to do is you will have to talk alone, which is, you know, part 2, and it's called monologue. So the first 2 pictures will be for Veronica, and you'll have to talk for 1 minute, as you can see here. You have to compare and say which activity would more likely appeal to a teenager. Which activity would be more likely to appeal to a teenager?
Sorry, but what is it? I don't remember that word.
Okay, Yuri, can you help us with the word appeal? What is that? You can explain in simple English words, or you can use Russian.
Может, относится?
Well, you know, many teachers in the world explain it with the word, you know, in Russian you have the word. Have you ever heard this word?
Oh, yes.
So what then the meaning of this word is that the person, like for example, this word was used a lot about Elvis Presley. You know Elvis Presley, right? Elvis Presley was known as a very sex appealing person, and believe me that this word has nothing to do with sex in the meaning of the relationship between a man and a woman. No, it's about the opposite sex, like, you know, man and women. These are two opposite sex, and when we say sex appealing, that means that it appeals to the opposite sex. Like Elvis Presley appeals a lot to the girls. Girls loved Elvis Presley a lot. So he was appealing, he was attracting the attention of the girls a lot. So he was attracting the attention of the opposite sex. So that's the meaning of the word sex appealing. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Okay, I will just give you the translation in Russian. And to appeal means and the meaning is like or something else. Okay, if it makes sense to you, right?
Yeah.
So let's go back to the pictures and
sorry, can I ask
yes,
one
sure.
question?
Yeah.
And what's the opposite of appealing?
Appealing.
Unappealing.
Well, that's for me. It will be much easier to go to Webster dictionary and just ask it to appeal. Okay, and then you will have another word. It just reminded me. I will write it here. Another word just for you to remember is okay. It's just the dictionary reminded me about another word. Okay, do you remember this word?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go back to the dictionary. So a legal proceeding by which a case is brought before a high court for a review of the decision of the lower court. Okay, an application for corroboration. So that means what I said. The power of arousing a sympathetic response, attraction. Movies had a great appeal for him. Okay, and then as you said, we need the antonym. So we have it here. Repulsion, repulsiveness. Okay, I will give you the translation of repulsiveness. Repulse. Oh, excuse me. So repulse. The meaning is okay. So that's the opposite. That's the antonym, like you said. And again, excuse me, it will be here. So you see antonyms: repulsion, repulsiveness. To repulse, repulsion. Okay. You have near antonyms. It's just disagreeableness, distastefulness, obnoxiousness, offensiveness, unpleasantness. Okay. All right, good. So right now we back to the book and which activity would be more likely to appeal to a teenager or to attract a teenager's attention. Compare the two photographs and say which activity would more likely to appeal to a teenager. So do not forget that you have 1 minute and I will time you. So Veronica, will you please start?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
In the picture A, we can see 3 teenagers playing volleyball or basketball, while in the picture B, we can see a teenager near the computer. It seems to me that he is playing a computer game or surfing the net. For me, the more likely appearance to a teenager is surfing the net, because most of modern teenagers are internet addicted and they do not like physical activity at all. Well, that's my opinion.
Okay, good. But you still have some 10 seconds to go.
I don't know what to say, sorry. It was my first.
Yeah, I understand. I just have to tell you. All right, and now you remember that in, or maybe you don't remember, it's just for you to know that in the FC exam or First Certificate in English exam from Cambridge, you are supposed to talk for some 30 seconds about the two pictures of the candidate who is your partner. Like you have to talk about Veronica's pictures for 30 seconds. Will you please talk a little bit?
I don't really.
No, it's not a dialogue. You have to answer. You see, this is candidate B. Which of these activities you have only 20 seconds to 30 seconds? Which of these activities do you think require more skill? Answer this question, please.
I think activity in picture A requires much more skill because you have to spend more energy on and it's more healthy way to spend your time.
Okay, and you still have some time to go. Do not forget about that. All right, let's listen to you a little bit. You remember that in
the teenager near the computer.
Okay.
In picture A, we can see 3 teenagers playing volleyball or basketball, while in the picture B, we can see a teenager near the computer. It seems to me that he is playing a computer game or surfing the net. For me, the more likely appearance to a teenager is surfing the net, because most of modern teenagers are internet addicted and they do not like physical activity at all. So that's my opinion.
All right. So now you listen to the way you present your answer, and you will present your answer in this way to the real Russian national exam. So, but you know, both of you have the same thing, which is you have some more extra time, which you haven't covered. And you said that you don't know what to talk about. Now, what kind of advice can be here? So first of all, you know that usually you have to have a plan when describing pictures. So usually these plans should be one name for 2 pictures. We usually, and this will explain what is similar, what is common in these 2 pictures. Then you say what is different in these two pictures, and then you say which situation in which picture you prefer. But you did almost a good job, I mean, Veronica, about this plan. So, and still you had some extra time. So that means that probably a good idea will be to describe the pictures a little bit. And descriptions of the pictures means that you have to to talk about the details. What kind of details? Usually we have to say what is going on, when is it going on, and where. So usually we have the most important questions like what or who, and then when, and then where. When you answer these questions, then it's much easier for you to cover the description and to use your time wisely, so that you will never have extra time or you will never run out of time. At the same time, I just want you to have a look at the pictures more, to focus on these pictures, and maybe you will be able to see that, for example, this teenager, he is playing a very specific game. Do you know what kind of game he is playing?
No.
No? Yuri, how about you?
I'm not sure. Maybe American.
Well, I will. Well, maybe this is my problem. Maybe I do not make a very good presentation with the picture, so I will make it larger for you. Can you see it now?
Yes.
What is that?
Picture B?
Yeah, picture B.
Oh, Sudoku.
Yes, yes. So you see, and now why I am trying to attract your attention to this part? Because this is, in my opinion and in opinion of so-called European framework of languages, this is the most important part of your exam. Why do we have exams? Because we need to measure the communication between two people. What is communication? Communication is relaying, conveying, giving to another person ideas. We all want to learn new ideas. That is why we communicate. So that is why you have to know a lot, because you want to make the person who is going to listen to you, to make him listen to you. And that is why you have to know lots of interesting information. And to my mind, I think that Sudoku is pretty popular nowadays, and probably people will be attracted by this name and will start listening to you. Okay, right now we can go and first of all we will listen to Yuri, what he said. You still have some 10 seconds to go. Okay. Yuri, you remember that in our exam from talk for some 30 seconds about the two pictures of the candidate who is your partner. Like you have to talk about Veronica's pictures for 30 seconds. Will you please talk a little bit?
I don't really. A dialect.
And no, it's not a dialect. You have to answer. You see, this is candidate B. Which of these activities you have only 20 seconds to 30 seconds? Which of these activities do you think require more skill? Answer this question, please.
I think activity in picture A requires much more skill because you have to spend more energy on and it's more healthy way to spend your time.
Okay, good. The only thing is, I wouldn't say the recording of your voice is pretty good because of the poor internet connection, and this is understandable. But I hope that during the real Russian national exam, the recording will be much better. So I think that you made a mistake, but I'm not very sure about that. And right now you will confirm or maybe disagree with me. So what did you say? Did you say activities requires or activity require? Okay, I can just put it on the board. Yeah. What did you say? Activity. Okay, it's not the correct. Activities require or activity requires. What did you say?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, but you see, this is your grammar. Veronica, can you tell us which is better or which sentence is correct?
I think the second variant is better. Activity requires.
Well, both these sentences are correct. Activities require, activity requires, but I think that what Yuri did, he said activities requires. So this is definitely a grammar mistake, but I'm not sure. It's just my supposition, so please do not judge me a lot for this. But that's okay. So just pay attention that when you are taking the real exam, you will be penalized for every grammar mistake. Okay, so right now we will see what the course book will teach us about the modal answer to these pictures, to the description and the modal answer of candidate B. Okay, so let's see. And I would like to ask you to read and to read aloud. So you see here it's the interlocutor and this is the examiner who will start, and I just did it already. I'd like to talk about photographs, and so the name of the first candidate is Thomas. So Veronica, will you please read a little bit, excuse me, right now, so that you remember that reading is one of the parts of the Russian national exam. So please pay attention to your good reading. Okay, please.
Okay, let's see. In the first photograph, there are 3 people playing basketball in the fresh air. In the second photograph, someone is drawing some kind of puzzle. It's that Japanese puzzle everybody seems to be doing these days, Sudoku. My best friend loves them. Although I can't really see the point myself, I feel a lot of people, like my friend, get a sense of satisfaction every time they manage to finish it clear. And I hear it's very addictive. It's an activity that can be done anywhere, in the train, at home, in the park, so it's very convenient. However, you need to be interested in maths, and not all teenagers like doing mental activities in their free time. A lot of teenagers prefer being outdoors and active, so maybe playing sports such as basketball is more appealing to them than Sudoku. Even though there is a risk of injury in basketball, teenagers could really improve the social and competitive aspect of the game. The way I see things, both teams have There are positive and negative sides to basketball, being for socially would appeal more to the teenager.
Okay, good. Your reading was pretty good. Just listen a little bit to it.
Joku, my best friend loves play. Although I can't really see the point myself, I feel a lot of people like my friend. It is also satisfaction every time we manage to finish the square.
Okay, good. So what I like about this model answer is that it gives you some new ideas, and I don't know how about you, whether you like it or not, the answers like that, but you see here it gives you a sense of satisfaction every time they manage to finish a square, and I hear it's very addictive, and so on. And then also you can revise a little bit of vocabulary, even though there is a risk of injury in basketball. Teenagers could really enjoy the social and competitive aspect of the game. So you see, for me it's really good vocabulary wise and other aspects. Okay, thank you. And now Yuri, will you please read the part which Sarah did? It's just 20 seconds which you talk about the pictures of candidate B. So please.
Actually, I think both activities require some sort of skill, but in different ways. To complete a Sudoku puzzle, you need mathematical skill. To play basketball well, you need physical skill. At the push, I'd have to say that to play basketball well, I don't need a lot of skill as technique is important. You have to practice bouncing and passing the ball to other players. So that is how close the bus.
Okay, good. Now listen a little bit to your reading.
The Japanese puzzle. Action.
To complete a Sudoku puzzle, you need mathematical skill. To play basketball well, you need physical skill. At the push, I'd have to say that to play basketball well, I don't need.
Well, I'm so sorry, but this mispronunciation at a push, well, sorry, it's not a push, it's a push. It's just like when you come somewhere in the store, you know, you have this sign push and pull. Pull means that when you open the door, you pull it towards yourself. And push means that you have to push from the opposite direction from yourself. Okay, push and pull. So at a push, and I'm not very sure about the meaning of the British idiom. At a push means just like if you press on me asking what that means, then I will say I would have to say that to play basketball well, a person needs a lot of skill, as technique is important. Well, the other thing is that again you have lots of new ideas and lots of new vocabulary. Like for example, to practice bouncing. So what is bouncing? Who knows? Do you know the word bouncing?
Maybe it is hitting the ball.
Oh, what's that? Say it again. Sorry, it's the sound is just breaking. Bounce. What is that?
I think it is hitting the ball.
Yeah, you can say so. But well, to bounce means to jump. Or what else? To leap. You know, leap is a big jump. And bouncing. It's just when in Russian, this is that explains your technique, how you can handle, how you can manage the ball, bouncing against the floor. So that's one of the most important skills for a sportsman playing basketball. How you bounce, like another word you can say how you dribble the ball. Yeah, I think that Yuri understands what I'm saying, correct?
Yes.
So bounce, the Russian translation will be okay, just let me do it in okay, if you can see it. Okay, bounce. So, and another idea here was passing the ball to other players. Well, I think that you understand the word to pass, right? That's the same word, yeah, the same word like in Russian. Give me a pass. Just pass me a ball. Pass a ball. Okay, you can use this word in your everyday situation. Let's say, thinking about your table manners, when you ask, will you pass me the salt, please? Will you pass me the salt, please? You understand what I'm saying, right?
Yes.
Yuri, how about you? Do you understand? Will you pass me the salt, please?
Yes.
Okay, good. So, you see, you have some new ideas in these model answers, and that is why I like to have this model answers, okay? Now, Yuri, it's your turn, and right now, you see you have some useful language here. It's my view that I really feel that the point is, from my point of view, the way I see things, as I see it, I believe I'd say, I don't think that Sudoku would be suitable for a teenager because... And then you have key language, basketball and Sudoku puzzle, and we talked about that, risk of injury and so on. We talked about that. So, the second part is talking about family. Yuri, that's for you, and Veronica, do not forget that you will talk for some 30 seconds about these two pictures. So you have to listen to Yuri, and then I will ask you a question. So,
1 second, меня завис экран почему-то.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's very interesting. How you can easily switch from English into Russian? I cannot do that. So how do you say that? That your computer froze? That's so easy to say in English. Why would you use Russian? My computer froze. My computer got frozen. Same thing. Why do you say it in Russian? Okay. How about now? Is it better?
Well, yes.
Okay. So, a question. Yeah, a question that we have. How do these family members show they care for each other? So compare the photographs and say how these family members show they care for each other. So what I want you to do is to talk for 1 minute. You ready?
Yes.
So please.
Ready. In the first picture, I can see mom or dad who is feeding his or her child, and in the second picture, it maybe this man, granddad of these two beautiful children, and in both of these pictures, we can see how family members communicate with each other, and they are really careful. Both of relatives are smiling, but
Okay, Yuri, right now your time is up, and
okay.
yeah, and okay, we'll discuss about that later. And now, Veronica, it's the question to you. What kind of things do you do with your family?
Well, me and my family like to spend our free time together. For example, we can go to the theater or cinema at the weekend. So I think we're such a friendly family.
Okay, excellent. And again, as you know, So first of all, Yuri, to your answer, just listen to it a little bit.
Of relatives are smiling, but
It's just to remind you your voice and what you talked about, but I have to notice back again that you have a plan for describing these pictures. Like, you have to give one name for two pictures, which means you say how what is common, what is similar in these two pictures. Okay, will you please do it right now?
yes,
Give please one name to two pictures.
family happiness.
Family what?
Happiness.
Happiness. Okay, happiness and family. Family happiness. Alright, good. So, this is how you name these two pictures. If I ask Veronica, I think that she will give us a very different answer. So, Veronica, what is your one name for these two pictures?
Well, maybe the care of the family.
The care for each member of the family. You have the preposition given here, so learn some new English. That's very convenient. Care for each other. Okay, so care for family members. Okay, good. Now you see, this is what is common. So Yuri thinks that these two pictures show us happiness in the family, and Veronica thinks that these two pictures show us the care for the members of the family. So you see, this first item of our plan, of our agenda, is what is common. Now please tell us what is different. So first of all, Yuri, you said that this is family happiness. So what is different in these two pictures?
Okay, you can see there is only one child, while in picture C we can see two children.
Okay, good. Yeah. Yes, please.
Also, there are different activities because in the left picture, child is eating, and her parent is helping her, and in picture C, people are just relaxing and smiling.
Okay, good. Excellent. So the only observation or opinion or comment I would like to say is, you remember you named these two pictures as happiness. So when we say about what is different about these two pictures, in my opinion, you have to say how this happiness is different in these two pictures. So both of these pictures are about happiness, as you think, but the happiness is somehow different in both pictures. And in what way? And probably you answer to this question like what you said. And now, Veronica, to you, you said that people care for each other in the family. This is one thing which can be said about these two pictures. Now, what is different? Hello, Veronica, can you hear us?
The connection was very bad, but now
Yeah, I
can
understand.
hear you.
I understand. Yeah, it happens all the time. Just pay no attention. So, what is different about this caring for each other in the family?
Well, in the first picture, we can see that the woman is feeding her little girl, while in the second picture, we can see a man that is holding his little boys on his hands and just walking with them.
Okay, good, excellent. So I would just want to teach you some new vocabulary. I think that it will help you during the exam. So first of all, when we talked about scrap metal, do not forget about the scrap paper. Okay, scrap paper or recyclable paper. Recyclable paper, which is, I think that you know, the translation is. Hold on. All right, and then going back to these two pictures, you mentioned that this lady is feeding a boy. Well, we have a saying in American language is spoon feeding. Of course, you can use it literally, like what is going on in the picture is the lady is spoon feeding the boy. But at the same time, it's an idiom. It's a very funny idiom, I think. It's just like when, you know, sometimes some parents, when their children are pretty adult, pretty grown up, they still keep on spoon feeding them. The meaning is they are trying to help them more and more. So spoon feeding has a different meaning. And then also somebody said that this granddad is holding these two children in his arms. Well, or they're sitting on his arms or on his hands. Well, actually, you have to say that they're sitting on his lap. On his lap. Do you know the word lap? That is why we call a laptop. You know, sometimes we call a notebook, we call a laptop. Because the part of your leg, which is from the knee all the way up to the waist, is called a lap. So sometimes, you know, mothers, they love to keep their children on their laps. Okay? I think,
Yes.
yeah, and I don't think that we have the translation, a good translation of this word, but nevertheless, let's go and check how it is translated. Lap. Okay. Yeah, you see it says only, but the boy sat on his mother's lap. Well, it's not actually the knees, you know, but the Russian saying is na коленях, yeah, lap. But now you know this vocabulary. Okay, and so I remember that I think Veronica said a couple of words later on. So let's listen a little bit to her. Your time is up.
Example, we can go to a sweater or cinema exhibition. So I think we're such a friendly family.
Okay. All right. And now we have some time to read the modal answer. So again, we will not read what the interlocutor says. Now, if you please, Yuri, start what Sarah is supposed to say.
Okay, right. I can see a mother feeding her child in the first photograph, whereas in the second photograph, an elderly gentleman is sitting in a chair with two young boys. They must be his grandchildren. He has one grandson sitting on his legs, lap, yes, and the other grandson standing beside him. They are outdoors, while the mother and child in the first photograph are in the kitchen. The key difference between the photographs is that one shows physical care and the other shows emotional care. The mother in the first photograph given physical care by feeding her child because she wants her son to be strong in body and health. Unlike adults, children are unable to fend for themselves, and it's a parent's natural instinct to provide food, clothes, and a home for their young. In contrast, the second photograph shows emotional care and support. Their close contact they have shows the bond between them. They're smiling and seem happy in each other's company. Their grandfather shows he cares by spending quality time with his grandchildren. Maybe the grandfather is teaching his grandchildren about the world, passing on wisdom or giving advice.
Yeah, and again, you can see that you have lots and lots of vocabulary. I just want you to pay attention to a couple of words here. Let's say the ideas. These children are outdoors, while the child in the first photograph is in the kitchen. Then you can say the key difference. And then the idea is physical care and emotional care. Okay, so that is why I like this modal answers. Okay, and now, Veronica, will you please read what Thomas had to say?
Well, although we are living our own busy lives, we always make sure to have dinner together as a family every night. It's a chance to catch up with my parents, brother and sister, and hear what they have been up to. Sometimes we plan day trips to visit relatives who live in other cities. We also go on day trips to theme parks and zoos whenever we can. Every summer we go on holidays together too. That's when I really look forward to getting away from it all and being with my family.
Okay, good, excellent. And right now I want you to pay attention to new vocabulary. It's a chance to catch up with my parents, and this is a very good vocabulary. So can you understand this phrase, Yuri? It's
Yes.
Yeah, so please explain. It's a chance to catch up with my parents.
It means that he has got a chance to spend some time with parents.
Well, Veronica, what is your opinion? To catch up.
Well, catch up, I think it is to spend time.
Well, actually, yeah, you're correct, but you have to know this vocabulary. To catch up. Well, we usually to catch up with we say about, let's say, Russia always wanted to catch up with America, or you know, when you have two cars racing, one car is trying to catch up with, or maybe you were sick and you didn't go to your school for let's say a month. So when you went back to school, you want to catch up with your students, with other students. So the meaning in Russian will be
Dogнать.
yeah, and this is very, very important. But in the meaning here is to learn the latest news. To catch up with here means to learn the latest news about your family. This is like in Russian we started to say this, and this is translated literally from English, догнаться. You understand this? This is the translation of catch up with.
Yes.
Okay, so and then the continuation of the phrase here is it's a chance to catch up with my parents, brother and sister, and hear what they've been up to. What they've been up to. Do you know the meaning of this phrase? I'm sure that you know the meaning of what. Excuse me. What they have been up to. So can you comment on the meaning of this phrase?
what they're going to do?
Well, it's so funny. It's the same. Yuri, do you want to say something?
No.
Okay, everybody knows the phrase "What's up." This is the same. What's up? What's up? The meaning is what has happened. What's up? What has happened? That's the meaning of this phrase. So, what have they been up to? The meaning is what happened to them during this time. What have they been doing up to now? Do you understand it now? So they want to and go back to this phrase. It will say to you, it's a chance to catch up with my parents, brother and sister, and hear what they've been up to. So it's just like the time to learn what happened so far up till this moment. Okay, yeah, it's been such a pleasure to see you here in my class, and please do not forget to write your opinion about the class, and you could do it here. You can see it if you go to my page, and please write about my lesson, a review, an opinion, a comment, anything which you want to, and I will just give you the link. I will provide you the link. So any questions, any comments, any observations now?
Everything's alright.
Okay. Yeah, if you maybe later you will have some questions, you will want to ask something, well, please never fail to write me, and I will provide my email here. You can use my email and write questions whenever you want to. So yeah, yes, please. If you don't have any questions, that's it for now, and hopefully I will see you next Friday, and I wish you to have a very good weekend and to have a very good end of the day.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's been my pleasure. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.